Hi, it's Graham Bibby here on the last day of June, 2020. For you Insider Club members, don't forget, tomorrow you need to be sending me a screenshot. Anyway, just wanted to talk through the markets after the jitters of last week, and also a few weeks ago, the gap down in the market. So, we've got a few mixed signals going on here, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, trading days into June, and we had this gap down in the market when the market fell 6-7% in one day. Now, often if you get a gap on the way up or on the way down, the market will go back to fill that gap before it progresses in the same direction that formed the gap. So this is a little bit of a concern, because you can see this has moved back. This is the S&P 500 moved back to this level, which is basically filling that gap, and then we've turned over. Now, last night's market action was good, but the volume was low. That means there's not a huge amount of conviction in the upside, because again, we've had some wobbles, so I guess people don't want to commit too quickly, so that's to be expected. But the market did end, this is the day's movement, the market did end at the very high, so that's a positive, and this is the support level we would expect. To get the bull market trend resumed, we really need to break above this level, which I estimate from looking at the chart, because it doesn't give me the number, is about 3120, somewhere around there. So 3130, 3140. If it breaks above that, then that means this uptrend is resumed. But that's quite a good position as that last night, and the stop loss would be just below 3000. That's the individual index. Now, things that make up the index are things like Apple, and again, Apple broke out about 6 trading days ago, and then has corrected back to the breakout point. Now, you know, as the previous chairman of the Technical Analyst Society, I can tell you, once you break out through resistance, that means you're going up against something that's resisting. Once you break through it, often you come back to test it to see if it provides support, and obviously it has provided support, and very nicely too, because right at this point here, Apple turned back up and ended right at the high of the day. So that's quite positive, and that could mean we're up for another move upwards in Apple. If we look across here at the Nasdaq, the tech-heavy laden Nasdaq as they call it, we broke above the high of February once in June, and then we had that gap down as I showed you before. But we found support. This is support here, and it's supported here. And then it looked like we were moving higher, but on that day, and you might recall, that day was a high day and it was an up day, but we ended near the low, which is a negative. So then we came down to this support level, and last night we bounced off the support level and ended on the high. So mixed signals, but it looks quite positive to me. Anyway, so Microsoft, similar thing. We broke above its previous high, recent high here, came back to test support around this level, and I guess if I put a trend line up here, well, let me just put one. We put a trend line. Let's get here. Just get around here, son. Ready? You know what I'm talking about? Boom. So it got down towards the trend line and moved up, ended on the high of the day. That looks quite positive, as if we could get a move like this here, which would be very nice. However, a little bit of an old negative is Netflix, which should be doing really well, because more and more people are deciding to watch things online. They can't go to the cinema. They're watching movies online. Gaming's doing really well. Broke out to new highs, and it attempted this level a few times and broke above it. That day, 3 days ago, ended near a high. It should have carried on going up, but it didn't. So Friday over this big down day, which was negative. We continued down last night, but then we reversed. This could be a key day reversal, because we've ended at the high. That means we're going down. However, when we've got to the down part, waves of buyers come in and push the stock up. It could even end down, but it's up from the low. But this has actually ended up in positive territory, 0.87. Now, quite often when you get that, like this, then you get this move up. See that? High, move up. There, we expected the same thing, but we moved down. That's why trading is not an exact science. It's more of an art. This looks like the stock would be around here, and we'd be moving higher. So overall, there's a few annoying things like this one. Jinko Solar. We bought it. It broke out here. Look at this. That was a breakout above that high. Then a update ended on the high note, and then it sold off all the way down here. So we came out, and now it looks like it's gaining momentum to the upside. That looks like a good bottom there to place another position. So anyway, you've got to be in it to win it. Those of you who are in, it's looking more positive again, but we need to see this week roll out. Those people that are joining, we're going to be a bit tentative, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 stocks that I know at some point are going to have a very strong move. So, let's just wait for a bit more confirmation. I might do a bit more analysis later today and pick up 1 or 2 things that we could nibble at. So it's the Bibster, just giving you a bit of an update, saying last night was more positive, and I know CFDs, are you listening to me, is the way to go. And if you've got property and stuff, get rid of it, in my view. If you've got a property worth 500 grand or 500,000 worth of equity, 300,000 worth of equity, $1 million worth of equity, CFDs could replace what you need to live and give you financial freedom. Anyway, it's the Bibster saying PM me if you need to have a chat. If you're thinking of coming in, now's a good time. We're still doing the stocks. The stocks look great. ETFs look great, but with my new, more in depth, more enlightened, more information, CFDs is a brilliant way to go. Anyway, Bibster saying bye bye for now, and I'll speak to you soon.